Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have Gavin McInnes. Welcome in.
Oh, thanks.
Now you can come sit in the middle right there. For today's co-host, we have Mike. He's been here for a while, so no need to walk in. He's just chilling.
Okay.
How you doing? Please grab that mic, pull it closer to you, and then just introduce yourself for anybody who might not know you.
Hi, my name's Gavin McInnes. I started Vice magazine, Proud Boys, Hipsters. I gentrified Brooklyn.
Gentrified?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You turned it what color?
Well, I guess white if we're going to get into color. I don't do color, but before my company took over Williamsburg, Brooklyn, it was a total dangerous shithole. And now it's Yuppieville.
And so you think most people know you from which one?
Right now, probably Proud Boys.
And what's that for anybody who might not know?
It's a men's club, a drinking club, a funny club where guys hang out and get hammered and you know, try to improve themselves. Like all men's clubs, really. It's indistinguishable from Knights of Columbus or the Elks Lodge or something like that.
Or the Triple K?
The KKK?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's similar in that the KKK have a lot of barbecues and hanging out.
Are you still part of the Proud Boys or no?
I don't answer that question.
Why not?
It's private.
Private question?
Yeah.
Like private for just this podcast or private for all online?
I don't think people should have to answer whether they're in clubs or not.
Yeah, I don't think you should either. I'm just curious. If you don't want to say, that's fine.
If you don't think I should, why would you ask?
Oh, I think you should, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
You just said I don't think you should either.
I don't think I said that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I don't believe so.
Is that accent your accent, or are you doing a guy?
No, that's my real accent. A lot of people think it's fake though for some reason.
Did that guy just giggle?
Who?
The passed out guy.
No, I think he just had a little too much to drink.
Is like your uncle Israeli and you're doing your uncle or something?
No. Pooh.
Okay.
But okay, well, for anybody who doesn't know him, he started Vice, which is like a news magazine sort of thing. I don't think you're a part of that anymore.
No, I left in 2008.
And then he also started the Proud Boys, which I guess from what I've read online is more so like I read that you're not part of it anymore, but what I also read is that it's like a far right, it's similar to Antifa.
Well, actually, one of the things we decided to do was beat up Antifa. They were attacking conservative speakers. It started with me, actually. They attacked me at an NYU talk. They pepper sprayed me. And
What did you do?
Nothing. It's really the narrative of the left. What they do, the DNC does, is they use the media to vilify certain people and turn them into monsters, and it works. And so then they either hire protesters or organic protesters show up and they beat you up, they attack you, they throw shit at you because they think you're a fascist and they think fascism exists. And
So you guys were like Antifa to fight Antifa?
Yeah, well, it was more like fuck around and find out. Like that wasn't our goal, but if you want to fight, yeah, we'll fight. And the right, there's a lot of pussies on the right. So we were the first ones to say, yeah, we will pick up the torch if you want to throw it.
Do you ever travel to Washington, D.C.?
Yes, many times.
When was the last time you were there?
I was there for the insurrection.
You were there?
Yeah, I started it.
That's what I was getting at. Oh, why did you do that?
I wanted to take over the government. I was there in disguise. I haven't been caught yet.
You wanted to take over, or you wanted to, like, play?
Well, I
brought
the Proud Boys there in the hundreds, and our plan was a full takeover of the government. We had a guy that was going to handle education. We had a guy that was going to handle energy.
What would you guys be teaching?
It would be like the same as 1980s America. So a Reagan-esque kind of a thing. And we had a plan to take over. We were going to do it by 3 p.m. because we had an engagement at 3.
4 times 4, it's what?
It's 16.
Okay. Awesome. Why do you have such a nice clothing on? You're more well-dressed for these than I think any other guest has shown up in.
Yeah, well, people look like shit these days. I mean, look at your fucking sound guy. He's dressed like an eraser. What is on your head?
Which one?
This guy. Like the guys...
Mike?
Not that he looks pretty shitty too, but like you wear shorts and a t-shirt because it's warm out, and then you have a wool hat on.
Do you think I look nice though?
You look like a Maoist.
A Maoist? What is that? Oh, the pro Mao Zedong?
Yeah. You look like a communist from 1940.
Are you pro-China or anti-China?
I'm anti-China. I do not like China. I lived there for a while, well, in Taiwan, but I'm not. I don't like.
Are you pro-Taiwan or like you want China?
I'm pro-Taiwan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have 3 children, right?
Yes.
How much would somebody have to pay you to excommunicate one of them?
I don't like talking about my kids. I wouldn't. No money, obviously.
Would you rather one of your sons takes the lives of 10 innocent people or becomes a liberal?
Let's not do my sons. I don't do kids.
You just want to move
But
past
I know what you're getting at. And being a liberal, if my kids were liberal, I would live with it. I mean, most
That would be
kids are
okay with
liberal.
you?
They say if your kid isn't a socialist when they're young, they have no heart. And if they're not a conservative when they're old, they have no brain. So you can't really get mad at kids for being socialists. They're just stupid.
So you would prefer that your kids are liberal when they're younger?
I don't really care.
If they were conservative, would you be happier?
We should drop the kid stuff.
Not your
We're gonna
kids. Just
get
would you
mad.
prefer kids, like just random kids, to be conservative or liberal? Not yours specifically.
Well, obviously, I want everyone to be conservative, but I don't really care what children's politics are. They're like women; they shouldn't be.
Do you think
political.
women should be allowed to vote or no?
Women should be allowed to vote. They shouldn't vote.
Why not?
They suck at politics. They're too emotional. They fall for shit like first black woman. They're gullible, and they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be agreeable. You know, when a woman sees her kid draw a shitty horse, she's supposed to go, "Oh, that's a good horse." When we see it as dads, we go, "That sucks."
Oh, so you think you need to be a little tougher on it and like?
I think men
put it in
are
place?
genetically meaner and more rational, and we're better at math. We're just like, this is the way it's going to go, even if there's a refugee on the beach who's 4. Sorry,
5
kid.
plus 8, real quick.
1 5 plus 8.
5 plus 8.
5 plus 8 is probably 13.
Okay. That was right. I had to think about it for a second.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was talking yesterday with Anthony Cumia, and I was like, how many Americans do you think know what 8 times 7 is?
8 times 7.
Yeah.
That's like 140. No.
It's 141, yeah. But how many, like, does Corinne Jean-Pierre know that?
Who's that?
The press secretary?
Queen Jean-Pierre?
I call her Corinne, but she's Corinne Jean-Pierre. Yeah.
I have no idea. Is she French or something?
Yeah, I think her roots are probably Haitian.
Haitian?
Yeah.
And what does she eat?
She eats jumbo.
Jumbo?
Yeah.
What is that in reference?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya, why?
I'm guessing at this point, but maybe she grew up in New Orleans. Maybe she likes that kind of shit.
Oh, why, what state is New Orleans in?
It's in Louisiana. How long have you lived in America, or how long has your character lived in America?
Oh, I've been here all my life. I was born in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a character, by the way.
Okay.
I'm for real.
Yeah.
Would you consider starting a new version of the Proud Boys called the Proud Fellows?
No, I did start another club, though, called the Butt Boys.
Oh, I saw a clip. I don't know if this is insulting, but when I was researching for this podcast, I saw a clip of you shoving something up your ass on live stream.
Yeah.
What was the context? I couldn't find the context behind that. What was that?
Oh, the context was Hillary Clinton was dancing, and she was
Okay.
dancing really badly. And I go, she dances like she's got something up her ass.
And then you shove something
And
up
then I
your
said, I
ass?
bet I could dance better than her with something up my ass. And we'd had a lot of porn stars on the show, so there was a series of free butt plugs. So I grabbed
Oh, so it
one.
was actually something that like... So are you a little gay or no?
No, I'm not gay.
You think most...
I didn't really put it up my ass. I put it like in the area. And then I started dancing, and I was dancing better than her, even with something up my ass. But I've done a lot
Do you
of...
think most like straight men put shit up their ass and then start dancing?
I would say probably I'm the only one who's ever done it.
Literally. I think that none of them have done it yet.
Yeah. I kind of want to do that for a life goal, is to do cliches. Like, I want to literally throw a wiener down a hallway. I have eaten cornflakes that I pissed in. You know that expression? Who pissed in your cornflakes?
I've never heard that. What, like the cereal?
Yeah.
You peed in them and you ate them?
Yeah.
Do you think there's something wrong with your brain possibly?
I'm just incredibly funny.
But why didn't you just like use like apple juice?
Well, that wouldn't be real. You got to keep it real.
Also, why wouldn't you start one called the Proud Fellas, by the way?
It doesn't have a good ring to it.
Yeah, but you started one for like white people. Why don't you start one for African American people?
The Proud Boys are a multicultural club.
Anybody can join it?
Blacks, whites.
But there's only white people in it.
That's not true.
There are black people in it, but they don't want to be in it. It's like if they're not in it, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You don't understand the
So
implication?
they hate being in it?
I think they don't want to be in it, but they have no option.
So they're just there for the food?
They're there because otherwise they might get attacked or something.
Oh, so it's self-preservation. What about the gay Proud Boys or the Jewish Proud Boys? Why are they in?
Are there? Well, I guess there's one. The founder is gay a little bit. That's okay, but that's kind of besides the point. I wasn't talking about like the proud gays or nothing. I was talking about the proud fellas. Like I'm in New York right now, and I'm seeing, like, when I walk around, it's like more cultural here than Los Angeles for every race here. So it's like you could
How do
probably.
you have an accent if you're born in L.A.?
I've just been working on it for a while.
Okay.
You dress in the suits to look professional, but I have to like work on other things.
Okay. Is your uncle happy that you can mimic him so profoundly?
Oh no, I don't. I'll talk about my family. That's fine, but I don't like them, so I just have to. It depends who you're talking about.
Are you Israeli? Is that the thing? So Muslim,
No,
Palestinian?
no, I'm Jewish.
Oh, okay.
How many Jewish Proud Boys are there?
There was Proud Boys Israel.
What, just like a segmented part of it?
Yeah, there's chapters all over the world.
Oh, okay. So there were Proud Boys in Israel,
Yes.
and who were they fighting?
They weren't fighting. The goal of the
Well,
club
you said
isn't
that the Proud Boys were there to fight Antifa.
No,
but
I didn't. I said if Antifa wants to fight, there's a group that's happy to take them on. But that's not the goal. The goal of the club is just a club. The other group I was trying to tell you about are the butt boys, where we don't let people butt in line. So if you're on the plane...
Oh, I thought it was like the Bud Boys, like the straight conservatives who shove stuff up their ass.
No. That's an unfortunate misunderstanding with that name. Maybe we should change it. But
Did you
when you get
start
out of the
that
plane,
name after
you
or
block
before?
the aisle and you don't let people go if they're behind you.
Did you start the Bud Boys name before or after?
The butt boys are new.
No, but did you start it before or after that incident?
Why did you kick him? That's his cue to wake up?
No, I didn't kick him.
Yeah, you did. I saw you.
That didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure I saw you cue him to...
He's not even awake. He just went back to sleep.
Okay.
He probably just... I accidentally touched him with my foot, and that was like a little...
No, it was a cue. It was a cue.
For what? He's back to sleep.
You want that?
You want to drink what's left in there?
No. This is like between two ferns, I guess.
What's that?
Nothing.
Do you have any advice for women who want to be stay-at-home moms while going to college and working 2 jobs?
Yes. Become a waitress or a barmaid in a nice part of town like a financial district, and you will meet a man that way. Get off OnlyFans, and sleep with your boss is another good piece of advice if you do have to work like that.
Why?
Because you want to get married.
Wouldn't you be against sleeping with the boss? It's kind of like, isn't that kind of against the conservative values?
Well, I kind of give up on conservative values.
You don't believe in them anymore?
No, I do, but like you should, the first person you sleep with should be your husband, but that's not realistic. That doesn't happen. So.
But wouldn't you still strive for that, or you're trying to say?
Yeah, you strive for that.
You're like
but
a realist.
I'm dealing with the reality of the situation. So yes, I strive for marry your high school sweetheart, get pregnant, get married. Only fuck one person. But we're here on Earth in 2024, so I say, ladies, if you're 25, stop dating DJs, musicians, artists. Start looking at someone who's ambitious. They don't have to be rich.
Why did you leave Vice after working there for almost 15 years?
I just became incompatible. I've always been an edgy bro.
But didn't you own it?
I owned a third of it.
Oh, so there were 2 other founders?
Yes.
And did they like remove you, or you left? Or it was mutual?
I would say they removed me, sure.
Oh, are you embarrassed by that, or you're like fine with it?
I'm embarrassed by it.
Why?
Well, I lost.
You wanted to stay there.
Well, I didn't want it to go where it was going. I wanted it to stay edgy and punk rock and weird, and they wanted to merge with Viacom.
Because now a lot of people know Vice is like super liberal.
Yeah.
Like, but beyond like even just left leaning, like they've wrote like weird pieces on me before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before I'm not sure if you saw what I did at the Game Awards like a year and a half ago, but
yeah, I did. That was great.
Yeah, so I did that, and then they wrote an article saying I was like anti-Semitic or something, but I'm Jewish, and they said I was anti-Semitic because I had Yeezys on, which is pretty obscure, like
Right.
Radical thing to say. So I don't know. You have no part in that.
No, after I left, the sales guy took over, my childhood friend Shane Smith, and he was the sales guy, and he said, all right, what's making the most money? What makes the most money is the girl dollar, the pink dollar they call it. and girls are into woke politics, okay, we're into woke politics. And it made them a lot of dough.
So you're saying they're trying to appeal more to women now?
Well, you say now, they're toast, aren't they? No one even knows what Vice is anymore. Like, is it a magazine?
I didn't really know much about it until I saw that article, and then I looked it up. I was like, oh, okay.
Did it hurt your feelings?
It was pretty weird because I wasn't really like making any videos back then. I had just done that one thing, and then I went home, and then I saw like all these articles. There were different ones, and that one was like really specific. I think maybe they reached out for an interview after, but I was like, I'm not doing that.
How old are you?
I'm 17, but back then I was like 15.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption. Have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is the first and only legal prediction market in the US. To explain a little bit what that actually means, that means that it's similar to trading stocks or something like that, but you can do it on things that you're actually interested in. For example, the election, you can trade on that, meaning that you can put some of your money and try to make more money, similar how you would with stocks. But for the election, you can also do it with other things, just random stuff like the new Joker movie. You can put it and see what the score would be on Rotten Tomatoes. My buddy Mike actually uses Kalshi, and personally, he's won over $800 gazillion over hundreds of thousands of years. This is the only marketplace where you can bet and trade on these events in all 50 states, and they've had over 750 million worth of total trades going on. I'm extremely happy that Kalshi is sponsoring today's episode, so if you want to get started with the happy Kalshis, go to the link in the description, kalshi.com/Matan, Kalshi.com, and if you put $100 in, you'll get a free $20 when you do that today. Thank you to the happy Kalshis for sponsoring today's episode. Would you rather vote for RFK Jr. with or without the worm in his brain?
Without the worm in his brain.
Why not?
I don't think you should have worms in your brain. They make you talk like you're about to cry.
Oh, was that an RFK impression?
Yeah, that was an RFK impression. He always talks like he's just been crying for over an hour, and he's finally willing to discuss what made him cry so hard for so long.
That was really good. Can you look at the camera and just say like what should you say? Say RFK Jr. It's an official endorsement. RFK Jr. is endorsing RFK X Matan Evan crypto.
Okay. I am RFK Jr. and I'm officially endorsing Matan RFK Jr. crypto.
Awesome. I'm just gonna cut him in with AI. Just put long neck right there and RFK, and then we're gonna
let's do it. Yeah.
Gonna go mega viral. Do you feel any regret towards founding the Proud Boys?
Not at all. Greatest fraternal organization in the world. You know what no one talks about is the number of rings that have been put on women's fingers and the number of babies that have been made thanks to that club. I mean, a big part of it is stop partying so much and, get serious. Get your shit together.
Wouldn't you say that maybe there would be more children had they, you know what I mean? Just gone to parties? If your goal was strictly having more people be born.
Getting married is my goal. More American
families. Marriage over kids.
Families. Marriage and kids. No sense in getting married without kids. That's stupid.
Well, I'm saying, would you rather somebody gets married with no kids essentially, or they have kids but they're not? It's just separated parents.
No, I'd rather you have kids in a marriage.
No, well, I'm asking between the two. It's not. I know which one you idealize. I agree. I think it's better if the parents are together and married, but that's not really what I'm asking.
I guess I'd rather they had kids than just get married. I don't know.
How much was the most expensive flintlock pistol auctioned for? $525,000, $850,000, or $1.25 million?
1.25 mil.
Wrong. Again, try again. $525,000 or $850,000?
I'm going to go with 525.
Wrong again. You actually got it double wrong. Look, I had a little exclamation point next to the right one. 850.
Can I see the question next time?
Then you're going to know which is the answer.
Yeah.
You want to know the answer?
I want to look smart on TV.
Well, every time you say something smart, we're just cutting it out and replacing it with RFK Jr.
I don't think that's reasonable. I think you're trying to frame me. You know his sister talks like that? He goes, it's from vaccines or something. You go, wait a minute. Why does your sister also have that crybaby thing?
She talks like that too?
Yeah.
Well, why? It sounds like the crying thing, but it also sounds, I don't know, like there's just something stuck in his throat.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. It lost him, a lot of votes.
You don't think?
But when the family, like
you
I
don't think it
love,
maybe gained him
I
votes.
love
though?
RFK Jr., but the inbreeding voice thing is kind of hard to overlook.
You don't think that it gained him votes though? Maybe people felt bad. They thought like he's like a real guy was a real issue though.
No, women vote with their vaginas. That's why Justin Trudeau keeps getting elected, because he's a hunk,
Well, what about
a
like
retarded hunk.
Trump and Biden? And
Women voted for Biden because they hate Trump, and they hate Trump because he represents daddy issues. He represents all the guys they couldn't get in high school that made fun of them for being fat. He represents everything they hate about.
who are you voting for? I imagine you're voting for Trump, or you're doing like a
Yes,
or I thought maybe you were voting for Jill Stein.
just who?
Jill Stein.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I'm voting for Trump.
I think that the way I go about things for the election is I realize that my vote doesn't really matter, like on a one-to-one person, you know what I mean? My single vote's not going to change it. Also,
You're an influencer.
I can't
so
even...
You can make a lot.
No, I'm saying I can't even vote anyway because I'm 17. So what I do is I go to like protests where there's like people on both sides, or I just go to like debate conferences, and I'm really encouraging the Democrats to vote for Jill Stein.
Okay, that works.
Because I'm trying to trick them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not voting for Trump, but if they're not voting for the actual
Don't
one...
give away your strategy.
They're not going to figure it out anyways if they're dumb enough to vote for Jill Stein.
Okay.
Do you think if the planes missed the Twin Towers, the bombs would have went off anyways?
I don't know. I've changed in my mind about 9/11 over the years. I used to hate truthers, but now I'm open to...
Truthers like people who say 9/11 was inside job?
The ones who say it's thermite.
Thermite? Like the little ants that eat metal?
Yes, they said it was termites.
Termites?
Yeah, they timed it so perfectly that the termites eventually ate through the I-beams at the exact perfect time.
Yeah, how did they do it?
Well, the allegation is that an Israeli art troupe was there.
No, how did they get that many thermites?
Oh, you put sugar on the I-beams?
No, but...
Liquid sugar? Honey they love?
I don't know. I'm trying to think how that's possible. I don't think... I don't know.
I tell you what I do believe. I do believe the government knew that there was a risk, and they said, yes, let's ignore it. I think they thought there'd be like 100 casualties. Like October 7th. I think Israel allowed that to happen.
Why is it that when I go on your website, it redirects me to win a free iPhone if I pay $30 cents for shipping?
I got $800,000 for that hack.
800. You lost 800 or you
No, I
made 800?
got money from that hack.
And so are you just making money based off the shipping, or do you start charging the cards after?
I charge the cards after. The real money is in the information, the personal information. So people put in their home address and their income, and then I sell that to various Chinese companies.
Who do you sell it to, Vice? Or do you think that the Chinese are putting those little nanobots in the Chinese chicken salad?
Absolutely.
And then what do you think they do after, once you eat them?
I think they track you and they sell that information to themselves.
I'm trying to think, maybe they go up your ass.
Yeah. Why not?
It's possible.
I did a great card trick once with my asshole. I bought like a whole pile of cards, and I got like a whole stack of ace of spades, and then I put...
Like the ace card?
Yes.
Or like the gun?
No, the ace card. I rolled it up, I put it in a condom, I put it up my ass, and then I did a card trick on the street. You can find this online. It's called Street Carnage, Street Magic. And
you're like 100% sure you're not gay?
Yeah.
So why is there like a long history of you putting stuff up your ass?
I think it's a great place for humor.
I think it could be funny, but I think I understand the idea of having integrity and really actually doing a joke. But then again, I think sometimes people just will say it's to fulfill the joke when they actually just want to shove something up their ass. Using that as an excuse.
You just reminded me. That's why I ate the pissed cornflakes, because while we were walking to the spot to do the trick, I was in a bad mood. And when people go, "What's up your ass?" You do act grumpy when something's up your ass. So that colloquialism makes sense. And that's why I said, well, okay, when people say, who pissed in your cornflakes, I'm going to try that. And it doesn't really make you grumpy. When you eat pissed cornflakes, it burns your tongue like it's really acidic urine.
I think that's just maybe yours. Were you drinking your own piss?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't drinking my own piece, but I don't know if it would be like acidic, start burning my mouth.
Try it. It will burn your mouth.
But I imagine you think that like LGBT should be at least legally allowed.
Sure. What are you going to do? Throw them in jail? They'll love it.
I don't think we need it. Why would they like it?
Because they get...
Are you projecting?
No. I actually interviewed a guy who went to jail and loved getting... I think his name was Donnie. And he was in the magazine Answer Me by Jim Goad.
And what does Donnie stand for? Gavin?
No.
Do you think it's discrimination to refuse to hire a deaf person to edit the audio on my podcast?
No, that's a reasonable thing to do. Because you want to be able to hear.
Do you think that he would be able to sue me or not? Because I keep seeing there's this act that makes you hire disabled people into a company.
Just lie. Just go, sorry, it's not working out. We don't have room.
Mike, be quiet. Mike, do not put your finger up his ass. We're going to move on. Do you think it's a coincidence that the people who see UFOs always happen to talk to angels and wizards too?
I didn't know that was a pattern.
Oh, big one.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're probably mentally ill.
Do you see UFOs?
No, never seen a UFO. I don't believe in aliens. In fact, if aliens exist, I no longer believe in God and I'm no longer Christian.
But you are religious.
Yeah.
Do you think your actions match that pattern?
Yes.
Okay, but if you saw aliens, why would that destroy your belief in God?
Because we have to be his special ones. We have to be the chosen ones, I guess. We have to be the special people.
Do you believe that about like your race and like gender as well, or no? It just goes with just the human race.
Human beings are...
So all human beings.
All human beings are magic. God likes them. We're in his image. And if he has another family, like aliens, then he's not my dad anymore. I disown him.
I think it's another projection. Who do you think is generally more intelligent between liberals and conservatives?
That's a tricky question because the metric for intelligence is bizarre and it involves post-secondary education. So I'm sure on paper, more educated people vote left, but the definition of educated is retarded. And it involves, having a liberal arts degree and all this other useless crap, reading the New Yorker, like shitheads, really. So modern
Why do you think
intellectuals
the left people are more
idiots.
educated?
What?
Why do you think the left people are more educated?
Because the definition of education is gay and retarded.
Oh, I'm just saying, why do they go to like the colleges more? Because like colleges have the stereotype of just being super liberal. So why do you think that is?
I think because you get more numbers that way. Like conservatives are very conservative with education, so you need to know what 8 times 7 is. You need to, if you're a
What's the answer?
56.
56? You told me it was 141.
It changed.
It changed?
It goes down.
So if I asked you just like quick math questions, you'd be able to get it?
Well, it's really hard to do math on camera for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, what's 11 times 13?
11 times 11 is 100.
See, it's been come on, you gotta get it.
I took too long.
You're still
11 times
time
13,
is ticking.
So 130 plus 11, 141.
11 times 11 is 130.
No, 11 times 11 is 121.
Okay, so what's 11 times 13?
Right. So I'm doing 13 times 10 first.
Okay.
And then I'm adding 11, so 141.
I didn't think about it. I was just trying to confuse you.
Okay.
Are you planning on learning Hebrew to prepare for the future?
No, I don't like Hebrew.
Why not?
I think all Middle Eastern languages are disgusting. They there's too much phlegm involved.
You think I have that in like the way I speak, or that's just with the actual languages?
Yeah, your accent is not pleasant to the ear.
Would you rather learn like Arabic or
I'm not a big
Farsi or
fan
like
of
Hebrew?
the Arab world.
Why you don't like Arabs?
No.
Why not?
I'm not a fan of Islam.
Why not?
Well, it started with 9/11, but I think that they're...
You don't think you're just generalizing him a little bit?
I think they're totally incompatible with the West. They're the only religion that's incompatible with the West.
You wrestle with people a lot?
No, not really. I mean, I guess I did when I was younger, but I fight pretty regularly.
Oh, you like train combat sports?
Yeah, I box.
And you've ever boxed professionally or no?
No, I'm 54. I don't have the cardio for that.
Some people, but there's like all of the influencers now and like YouTubers and people like that fighting each other.
Yeah, I guess I would do that.
Would you fight like who would you fight?
Well, I would hope they'd be my age and my weight class and my experience. I'm not.
You wouldn't want it to be like just somebody else on the opposite side of the political
No, have you ever been
spectrum?
knocked out?
No, I've never been in a fight before.
Dude, being knocked, well, that's unfortunate, but being knocked out is one of the weirdest things. You wake up, you know your name, sort of. You know your wife's name, kind of. You know she's important. Didn't know I had kids. Didn't know who my kids were.
For how long did that last?
45 minutes. Well, no, sorry. So they're not knowing your kids.
I don't think that's getting knocked out. I think you actually got brain damage because like when the people get knocked out in the UFC, unless it's a really bad knockout, they're not out for like. I mean, for 45 minutes probably they're like confused, but I think they probably know.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was confused for 45 minutes. And you know the other thing? You know when someone punches you in the arm, you can feel where their fist was?
Yeah.
I could feel the shape of my brain because I guess it bounced off the skull. It was like throbbing, like I could feel that actual blob. I could feel it.
Did somebody just like sucker punch you, or you were in a fight?
I was in a fight. That's online too. It's called I Got Knocked the Fuck Out, and it was in Oakland, California. They set me up, some biker gang set me up with this fucking absolute beast named Meatball, who's dead now.
Really? Are you happy about that or no?
No. I think God likes to vanquish my enemies, and he misunderstood that one. He didn't realize it was voluntary.
Would you say that Mike is your enemy?
Who's Mike?
The co-host, Mike.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I'm jealous of his body.
Well, I was just implying it because I don't know if you'd call him dead or what's up with him, but he's certainly there. Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption. Have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Sheath. They are an underwear brand that has previously sponsored me and given me some money in the past. To tell you a little bit about them, they have the dual pouch, which essentially makes it more comfortable and gives you some more space in the underwear area and makes it a little easier in case you end up shitting your pants. And they also have some very interesting materials. They have bamboo and some other stuff that will be touching your skin. Most importantly, use your voice. You know your audience better than anybody else, so use a tone and style that is authentic for you. They also wanted me to let you know something about urologists. I think they sent the underwear to urologists, and the urologist concluded that the underwear is wearable. Sheath also wanted me to let you know about my personal experience, and they have sent me multiple packages of the underwear, and I have it in my house. If you want to get some Sheath for yourself, then you can go to sheath.com, sheath.com, and use promo code Matan for 20% off. That's promo code Matan, Matan, on sheath.com, sheath.com for 20% off. Thank you to Sheath for sponsoring today's episode. It's underwear.
Get a real drunk. Get a bum. We're in.
He's really fucking drunk.
There's bums everywhere.
How would you want it? You want him to blow in to like a little vaporizer thing?
Sure, yeah.
You have one?
A vaporizer thing?
I don't know what it's called.
A breathalyzer.
Breathalyzer.
Yeah, don't breathe into a vaporizer thing.
Why not?
Because you'll vaporize.
No, maybe he will vaporize the thing.
Yeah, so don't do that. Breathalyzer. Don't you fucking dare.
And why not?
Because I'll beat the shit out of you.
I have like 40 people right there.
Yeah, well then it's on. Don't do it,
Can
dude.
I do it?
Do not do it.
Why not?
Because I'll go to jail for beating the shit out of you.
I know, but it would make for an epic moment.
Yeah, well, we'd both probably go to jail. And I don't know if you've been in the jails here in New York. It's like 2 days out of your life.
Can I try it, please?
Nope.
I've never done it before.
Nope. It would cover me in that shit. It fucking reeks. It would ruin my $2,000 suit.
That's $2,000?
Yeah.
I'll give you, I don't have $2,000 for you, but
well, then the discussion's off the table.
I'll give you, half of that Sprite over there on the floor.
Yeah, I'll give you that fire hydrant in your face if you fucking...
I can't do it?
You better not.
I'm thinking about it.
You would really regret it. I would permanently disfigure you.
I can't do it?
You cannot do it.
What would I have to give you to make it acceptable?
$5,000 cash?
You would do it for $5,000.
Yeah.
So what? So what? So why not now? You really need $5,000?
Well, yeah.
How much money do you have?
I have tons of money.
How much?
I have $10 million.
For real?
Yeah.
How much did they pay you out when you left Vice?
About that.
About 10. So you went like this, like just been on the downwards?
No, it's gone. It's very expensive being in New York. I mean, I've bought.
You just
homes
like
that-
stabilized that like 10?
No, I've probably spent $5 million and made $5 million. I do real estate. I sold an ad agency. I'm a very successful businessman despite.
I can pay you back in like reparations. I'll do like $20 a month.
No.
But I'll give you $5,500 if I can do it right now. $20 a month.
I don't care about that kind of trickle payment. I need the cash in a paper bag.
It's less about the fighting. I just wanted to get you. Why not?
Why can't you spray me with a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
I think I explained pretty clearly. It would ruin my suit.
Yeah, but you
Plus,
said
it's
it's
also
$2,000.
very demeaning. I'm allowing a 17-year-old to demean me in a public forum. I would never allow.
If we turn off the camera, would you let me do it?
No, I don't care that much about the cameras. You're still a man demeaning me.
Can we get a woman to do it?
That's even worse.
What if we get a little guy?
Like a midget?
I guess.
No, that's still a man.
Who would you prefer to do it? Just like a really
I wouldn't let anyone demean me, and I don't think anyone should.
If you had to let somebody...
stand up for yourself.
Sure,
you know?
but if you
Be a
had to let
bitch.
somebody spray you with that fire hydrant, who would you want to do it?
I guess my wife, maybe?
No, I'm saying like a random person, like a little kid, a woman, a man.
Billy Idol.
Who?
Billy Idol.
No, not a specific person, just an archetype of a person.
You're asking me who I would want to demean me, and the answer is nobody.
Well, I don't know why you made it demeaning.
It's demeaning to be sprayed with a fire extinguisher.
I think that you've done more demeaning things than that.
Yeah, voluntarily on my own accord.
Yeah, why don't you volunteer to get sprayed? I'm not saying like they do it to you without
spray
you.
myself?
You'll do that right now?
Imagine how smart you'd be if you convinced me to spray myself with a fire extinguisher after all this.
Can you
You'd be a fucking genius.
Would you do it? That would go come on. That's going to be a moment that I don't even know if anybody would watch it, but come on, you should do it.
You almost got me. That was good.
Listen, I know I'm not like the greatest convincer and I don't have any money for you. But that come on. That's not demeaning at all. That's awesome.
You almost got me. That was good.
Are you considering it?
No, now I'm crying.
Are you sure? Oh, I
No, I'm not sure.
have a deal for you.
Okay.
We have Long Neck coming in a couple minutes.
Who's Long Neck?
He's the next guest coming in.
Yeah, I understand. Who is that?
Oh, Long Neck, yeah, that one.
Oh, the viral guy.
I don't know how you want to describe him. I don't know if we're talking about the right guy.
A guy with a long neck?
Oh, yeah, he has a long neck. He has a long neck. But he's coming in a minute.
Uh-huh.
So he's a little, he has a long neck and he's a little skinny.
Yep.
So what we're doing is we have him stuck in the elevator right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have the strength to press the emergency button. So he keeps pressing it, but it's not working. So it's like, imagine you have to push this down.
Yeah, just touching
He's
it.
just going, So he keeps doing that. He's not getting far.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to let him in. And if you spray yourself with that, I'll let you spray him.
Close.
If you spray yourself with that, it's not demeaning. But when you get him, he might just collapse.
It's the symbolism. I mean, one of the things I stand for is fighting for what's right and standing up for yourself. So,
But what's wrong with this?
dude, you have half my IQ and you're a third of my age.
I think I'm much more intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not going to convince me to demean myself with a fire extinguisher.
But I'm not, listen, if I wanted to be like an asshole, I could have got just people to do it to you. I'm trying to be nice and chill about it.
True.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If I do it, will you do it?
Yes.
If I spray myself, you do it?
Yes.
Can you do it first?
No.
How do I know you're not lying?
You don't.
See, but I'm never lied in my life.
Is that the fashion with young people now? Is this communist, like 1940s?
No, I'm not a
here?
communist.
I know, but I noticed Like there's some Arab who has a special on HBO right now, and he wears a beanie like that, and he has a shirt like that. I think that's the fashion now.
This jacket?
Communism, yeah.
You're just saying this one specifically.
Generally, it seems to be the fashion trend with young people.
You wanna trade jackets?
No.
I'll trade jackets with you if you spray yourself with the fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant. You're like blacks with your grammar.
Okay, listen. Well, we have to end it here because we have to let Longneck out because we turned the AC up in the elevator, and
He's freezing in there.
no, it's we. Oh no, like I'm saying, we turned it really hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You turned up the AC really hot.
Whatever. Yeah, we made it like 90 degrees, and then we sent him to the bottom floor.
Oh, okay.
So he thought it was gonna be cold. You know what I mean? Underground.
Yeah.
And then we made it really hot. So I don't even know if he's alive anymore, but we need to go check on him. That's it. Do you want to go get him out of the elevator?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Okay.
Did we say bye here? Or?
That's it. That's the podcast. We actually do have to film with Longneck. Are you just stepping on him?
No, I'm sorry.
Don't step on him.
Okay.
Because if you do that to Longneck, he'll beat your ass.